Wrong.
I suppose that means you're going to try to explain all of this?
Do you think that I would come home in this condition at this hour without a simple and logical explanation?
Simple? Logical? Okay. Lay it on me.
Okay. First of all, I worked till 11:15 last night. When I tried to start my car, I found out the battery was dead. So I called the auto club. Well, about 11:45, this auto guy shows up, and he's got his sister Lola with him. Seems they were on the way to the hospital to see their mother who had just broken her leg when they got sidetracked by my dead battery call. Anyway, after I got grease all over my sleeve trying to help this guy fix my battery, I finally got my car started. I was just about to say goodbye to them when an emergency call came in over his truck radio. Well, this meant now he couldn't drive his sister to the hospital. And he asked me if I'd mind dropping her off. I said, heck no. And Lola piled in my car and we were off to the hospital. Well, everything was fine until we got on the freeway. Just my luck, this policeman pulls me over and gives me a ticket for speeding. Now it's about 12:30. Well, after we got off the freeway, Lola says, would I mind stopping at a phone booth so she can call the hospital and see if her mother needs anything? I said, heck no. Stopped at the next phone booth I saw. Well, and then it happened. While she's dialing the number, some guy in a motorcycle jacket tries to get fresh with her. Well, that's when I got into it. I jumped over out of the car and ran over to this creep, and I told her to leave her alone. Don't do that to that girl, I said. And that's when he punched me in the eye. And that's not all. He takes out this big knife, and he cuts my tie off. Well, you can imagine how sore that made me. Well, anyway, it was about 1 o'clock by this time, and we were heading back for the hospital. I was just about to light a cigarette when Lola spotted a hitchhiker up ahead that she knew and asked me if I'd mind stopping and giving him a lift. I said, heck no. And stopped for him. He was a juggler on his way to join a traveling circus in Denver. Anyway, we dropped him off at the bus station, and by that time, it must have been, about 1:30. Well, we finally got to the hospital about 1:45, and Lola pleaded with me to come inside with her and help cheer up her poor mother. What could I do? My hands were tied. By the time we found the East Wing in room 433, it must have been about 2 o'clock. Her mother looked pretty good in spite of the cast on her leg and was very happy that I came to visit her. Well, we left the hospital about 3 o'clock, and since we were both exhausted by then, Lola asked me if I mind stopping at an all-night cafe for a cup of coffee. I said, heck no. We got there about 3:20. Well, I didn't think anything else could happen, but I was wrong. The waitress, because of some new prescription eyeglasses she had just gotten yesterday, spilled a whole cup of coffee on my lap. Well, the poor thing felt so bad, she just gave me an old skirt to wear home. And here I am. Well, you believe me, don't you?
Heck no. Really expect me to believe that garbage?
No, I don't. That's why I did this.
What?
This.
I don't believe it.
Well, maybe when it happens again that I happen to come home late, maybe you'll just simply accept my explanation, huh? I want to thank you all very much for coming over here tonight. I really appreciate it. Good night.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold it! Stay right where you are. I have a few questions I want to ask you. I assume you are Lola, the sister?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you usually drive with your brother while he's working?
Not usually, but he was taking me to the hospital to see my mother.
Oh, yes, the poor old mother. Well, how's your leg, and in what part of the hospital were you confined?
A little better, and in the East Wing.
What room?
433.
Oh.
Satisfied?
I understand you stopped my husband because he failed to signal while changing lanes.
No, ma'am. He was speeding.
That was sneaky. Look, honey, haven't you heard enough?
No, I'm not quite through.
Yeah, come on, lady. It's getting late.
Boy, you two have some marriage.
Yeah, I thought a good marriage was based on trust.
Well, we do have a good marriage. It's just that this whole thing is so far-fetched.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I prop my leg up on your coffee table? It's starting to throb.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, of course. Go right ahead.
Thank you.
Now, you take it easy, Mom. As soon as Perry Mason here is through with us, I'll take you back to the hospital.
Thank you,
I
son.
want to apologize to all of you. I never dreamed that my wife would be this distrustful.
Oh, Harold, I feel so dumb. I'm sorry.
It's about time.
Will you forgive me?
Well, of course, honey, but next time I tell you something, please believe me.
I will, I promise.
Okay, darling, now why don't you turn in?
All right. Aren't you coming?
In a minute, sweetheart. I just want to thank all of these nice strangers.
Yes. Well, and I want to thank you, too, and please accept my apologies. It was just so far-fetched, you know?
I'll see you in a moment,
All
darling.
right, Poopsie.
All right, darling. I want to thank you all very much for coming over. Thank you very much. And here's your money. There's yours. There's yours. Very nice. Very good work. Thank you. There you are, my dear. Very nice. Same time tomorrow night?
You got it, sugar.